Hello everybody. And I'm going to take this out so I can hear what's going on. I am delivering flowers today. I do this occasionally, and while I'm driving I want to do this video while it's fresh in my mind and while I'm thinking about it, because I had a few, I feel like Richie from Boston doing this. I had some revelations this morning, and I hope you can hear me okay. And I'm going to take this out, actually. My headphones, I don't need them. So, no, my van's not working. I have to use the work van. Double chin showing. Right, the event, this is what I need to speak about. So many perceptions of what the event is, what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and about keeping as positive as we can about things. I always say stay away from the media and stay away from things that are not going to serve you. Move away from that, get into positivity, stay in positivity, always. There's a reason for this. We are co-creators. We are creating our own reality. We are the conscious shift of the event. We are the event. We are all little particles of the creator. Now, we always have, there's a lot of polarity and duality and things like that, and I am not innocent in all of this, because I can do it a lot. I don't do it in the way that I used to, but I used to do it a lot. Not only was I concentrating on fantastical, beautiful, angelic events that I know that are going to come about, and the changes in Mother Gaia and things that are going to come around for the positive. I know that, but at the same time that I'm concentrating or focusing on those things, you know, sometimes I'll click on a video and I'll start watching something which is about the event, which is in a completely different perspective to the one I have. Now, I also have a couple of very, very dear friends who watch the mainstream, keep up with political things, keep up with the more 3D things than I do, you know, and they will speak to me and they will tell me, you know, the world's going to collapse, the governments are going to come down, we're going to have floods like in the days of Noah, we're going to have huge mini ice ages, which is going to kill out most of the population. The Illuminati are going to carry out what they put in the Georgia Guidestones, all of that sort of thing. Now, I am not saying for 1 minute that their perspective, their belief system is wrong, because it's not. There is no right and wrong in this. However we perceive the event is going to be based on our belief systems and the way that we perceive things. So if we are caught up in the political system, in the mainstream news, in the fear of it, this is what I'm trying to say. If we are caught up in the fear of things, then when the event happens, which it will, it's going to, we are going to be coming from a place of fear, and the things that we experience during the event will be rioting and governments coming down, etc., and things not going right. And whereas we need to stay in the middle. There's no good, there's no bad. We've got to find this balance in the middle. Your beliefs, your perceptions is what is going to make the event. I'm nearly at my house to deliver my first set of flowers. 19. So however, I'm going to have to turn this off, and then I'm going to turn it back on, because I need to tell you about a dream I had a few years ago, and how I've actually just managed that. It suddenly struck me earlier on that I understand now exactly what it means, whereas I've been trying to figure it out for about 4 years. And I know exactly what it means now, and I know the meaning of it. So I'm going to come back on and explain that in a moment. But the event is going to be, however we make it, each on a personal basis, on a personal perception, feeling, vibration, whatever vibration you're on, whatever frequency you're on, is how you are going to start to view the world, how you are going to move into fourth through to fifth dimension. You are going, depending on your, I've missed the house number now, because I'm told I'm going to have to turn around, because of your frequency and how high you can get your frequency determines what you transcend, what you can move away from. Things may happen as the earth uplifts, as we go through this transition. Very well, things could happen. But we are going to be, if we're in a high vibration of things, we are going to be from the observer point of view. We are going to be observing it. We are not going to be in the middle of any chaos that is going on. We can, wow, I need to show you this. I need to show you this. I've never seen that before. And I need to turn the camera around. Oh God, I can't see whether you can see that. Oh, I can't put my thing there. Oh, isn't that cute? She's got a load of pigeons. I don't know if you saw that. She was feeding a load of pigeons, which are also doves, which is a really good message while I'm doing this. And there was dozens of them on her roof, and they just all flew off her roof, and they were all white as well. White doves, white pigeons mean peace and love. So there's a message for you right while I'm doing the video. The message is peace and love. Stay in peace and love as we go through these times. And however, as long as we have moved away from fear in all areas of our life, then we are not going to experience any fear as we go through the event. It is going to be beautiful. It is going to be amazing. Whereas if we concentrate on, and I'm not saying that anybody who has a different view of the event is wrong, because there is no wrong and there's no right. And that's it really. Right, I need to deliver these flowers. I will be back in a minute. Okie dokie. So that's one lot of flowers down, and it's really sweet because you get such big smiles of people when you deliver bouquets of flowers. They're like, yay. About 4 years ago, when I first started waking up, I had this dream, which was pretty horrible. I was in a lifeboat, and I was pulling bodies out of the water and pulling them onto the lifeboat. Some of them they were dead, they were gone. And all I could hear throughout the dream was, you can't save everybody. It's been one of the questions is this a dead end? It's one of the questions that I've been asking my guides and angels forever for the last what did that mean? And I actually thought at the beginning, before I went through the process, I thought, oh my God, the world's going to end, everyone's going to die, I can't save everybody, I can't help everybody. I want to save everybody, but I can't, because they're all going to die, basically. That's not what the dream meant at all. Guides actually spoke to me this morning and gave me
just after meditation this morning, sort of gave me the download of actually what that meant. Thank goodness. And what it means is the event is going to happen. We are going to get these energy waves come in. It is going to happen. The solar energy waves. It's going to wake every single person up in the world, but dependent on what their frequency is dependent on whether they are in fear or they are in love and peace when they wake up. Those that are in fear when they wake up, turn left. We're here to help them. We're here to get them through that. We're here to give them love and light, help support them, and try and get them out of the fear. I'm already doing my mission. There's always been points in this where I think, well, am I really doing my mission? What is my mission? Am I doing, this is it. You're doing your mission as well, simply by being here, simply by shining a light and being positive to other people. One way or another, because of our collective consciousnesses, universal consciousness, there is going to be an event. This is going to wake people up, but it's how we perceive it. Nobody, you know, maybe some people will pass or die, but it's going to be, if somebody's on the negative side of things, if somebody's on the focusing on the darkness of things, looking at constantly getting involved in political things in the mainstream, like I mentioned before, when the event actually happens, that is going to be their perception of it. They're going to see governments fall. They're going to be involved in the fear factor that goes with that. They're going to be stuck in that cycle. We're going to be observing that from a different point of view, from a fifth dimensional space, because we've transcended that. We've got through that. We've got through the fear. We are ready. We know why we're here. We know if we're going to stay down here, we're staying to help others get through things and help the transition go as smoothly as possible for ourselves by staying in the light and trying to help others as well. So there is no right and wrong. You know, if one of my friends is saying, you know, be ready for my call, get out, things are going to go bad, whatever, that's going to be her or his experience of what the event is. They are going to be stuck in that fear of, oh my God, we have to get out, we have to. You know where I'm coming from with this. And our experience of it is not going to be the same. Once you come to that center point in the middle, that yin and yang, as a twin flame, we know all about duality and yin and yang, and we need to come to that being in the center, that isness of everything, just what is, the I am presence. We need to come to that point in the middle. Once we can come to that point in the middle, we are balancing up our male and our female, our yin and yang, which is the good and the evil as well, which is right, which is wrong, which is black, which is white, which is the polar opposite of everything, and coming to that point in the middle. Once we do that, we're whole. Once we do that, that's it. There's no fear of death. There's no fear of governments falling down and this, that. If the governments fall down, their new system will be put in place. It will be a fairer system. It will be a better system. There will be a new currency reset. The new currency reset will be in our favour. That's even if there is any money at that point. But our realities are going to be whatever we make our realities to be, whatever our perception of this event and what we think it's going to be. That is what is going to manifest for you, because you are a co-creator and because you are creating your reality as you go along.
there you go. Stay out of fear, just stay in love. As soon as I realized, as soon as they told me what that dream actually meant, everything else just slotted into place. Everything else just, my perception on things at the moment is so much more balanced. And we need, I personally know what I need to clear. I know what is left for me to clear. I missed that road then. I need to stop watching things that I don't resonate with. So I need to, fearful videos about, you know, 5G and scalar weapons and solar, whatever. I know that I need to start staying away from those things, because I don't want that as part of my perception as we go through the event. I don't want to know about the governments. I don't want to know what's going on there, because I want to be an observer on the outside, and I will be able to observe it and perceive it and experience it from a much higher vibration. The other dream that I had, apparently I've reached my destination. The other dream that I had, I was with my twin flame. This was only maybe a year ago, with my twin flame, and we were stood holding hands in a building. But as I watched out of this building, everything around me was crumbling and falling, but we were holding hands. And I woke up and I thought, oh my God, that was terrible. I walked into a shop later, and as I walked into the shop, they were playing Starship, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. And the words that they were actually singing as I walked into the shop, and I'm not going to sing, was let the world around us just fall apart. We can make it if we're heart to heart. So again, the whole meaning behind the dream: stay in love, stay out of fear, stay in unconditional love for your twin, whether you are in union or not in union. Just have that knowing, that just have that love in your heart. That's all you need. And by doing that, you can help the people around you, you can help other souls. You are not going to be able to get everybody out of fear. My friend, bless her, is not particularly in fear, but she's ready in fight or flight mode at the moment, and she's ready to fight if she needs to fight. Her perception of the event is going to be far, far different from mine. If she expects everything to fall, for there to be riots, for there to be complete and utter worldwide chaos, then that is going to happen for her, and she's going to be in the middle of that. That's going to be her reality and perception, because that's her belief system, and that's how it's gone. So with mine, if the world crumbles, I'm still going to have that unconditional love. I'm still going to be helping, supporting others, family, friends, and you're going to be doing the same as well around you. And in that case, things are going to move through very quickly, and things are going to change for the better as we move up into 5D very quickly for us. So that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to get out, and hopefully I said it in the right way. But that's what I wanted to do. Right, I've got to go and deliver flowers. So stay, just stay. I have felt, as soon as I got those downloads today, I had that beautiful, peaceful, unconditional love. And I know that what I'm saying is right for me. It may not be right for you. Hopefully you're of the same vibration and perception, but it's also okay if you're not. because we all have a different perception of things. It's 11:33 as I said that. So, you know, I've just seen those white doves, those white pigeons, fly down as I went past. I hope I'll have to look at the video and see. Hopefully I got them. And that's peace and love. Another thing, and another friend of mine who won't mind me saying it, I'm going to mention it because you don't know who he is or what his name is or anything else. He had an experience of, he was walking down the road yesterday and two girls were walking towards him. One was black and one was white. One was coloured, one was white. And one of the girls stopped him as he was walking past and said, "Can we share this card with you?" Now he said no because he wasn't sure if they were, you know, quite religious or whatever the reason. He said no thank you and carried on. But as she went to hand him the card, which he didn't take, he noticed that the card was purple and that it had sovereignty written on it, and it had the Christ written on it as well. And I knew as soon as he said it to me exactly what that meant. Apart from the fact he's probably a twin flame and he doesn't know it, he's going to have to look into that one, and he's just becoming aware of that fact. Sovereignty is purple. Sovereignty is being free from fear, being in love. It's your crown chakra. It's connection to the Creator. It's the Christ written on it is Christ consciousness. Having that Christ consciousness, bringing that Christ consciousness down as a template down to the earth to help raise Gaia. And your black and white, the girls, that's your yin and yang, that's your duality. And bringing that together as a whole within yourself. And knowing that you've got that center point. There is no right and wrong, there's no good and bad. Everything, nothing can exist without the other one. It's just your perception of how you choose to see the world around you and to experience the world around you. So on that note, I got flowers to deliver. So I'll speak to you later. I'm pretty quiet this week. I am working hard on not only bringing out April monthly readings, but I am also now, from the beginning of April, doing twin flame energy readings for all 12 signs as well. So I'm working on those as well as doing other bits and pieces. So I will speak to you very soon. I hope I've made sense. It was a huge, I know this and I know this revelation, but sometimes we just need to be reminded. Sometimes when there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, we just need to be reminded of it. And I think that's what it was this morning. It was a big reminder of things. So I can't do my namaste. I'll do it with one hand because I'm holding the phone with the other. And I'll speak to you later. Bye.